Hiya, and welcome back to Cleaved, the game that teaches us that the best method to meet new people is to jump into a wormhole and probably die. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I'm truly surprised you picked this path. Given your nature, I thought you would have bolted at the first chance you had. I break away from Skjold's grasp and frantically look around. He tries to say something as he looks me over, but I'm too wild in my glances to get a grasp of what's going on. Who said that? Oh, that would be me. But let's not spoil the surprise yet, Bryn. I meant it when I said I want to see how your story plays out. The feeling of the ever-watching glance only gets stronger as I fall to my knees. Just what the hell are you? Are you the reason I'm here? Aw, I wish it was that simple, dear Bryn. What I am will be revealed in turn, and as for your arrival here, I can only tell you that it was your own fault. Alright, I can actually... Hang on. Hang on. There are a couple things that you're able to do. Amethyst and Raj, I'm going to send you a thing that you will be able to use to do that. Hang on. There's like a thing. That just like tells you everything that you need to know. Uh, Essentially, like all the mod shit that I'm able to do, I think you all are also. I think you're also able to do. Like what you call it? Uh, Banning people, timeout. You're able to ban people, timeout people, run polls, enable slow mode. I don't know all the things. Granted, I don't really see Twitch in a very normal setting because I'm looking at a stream manager. But yeah, what I am will be revealed in turn. And as for your arrival here, I can only tell you that it was your own fault. Wrong button. But you'll come to understand that more soon. Stop staring at me! The maniacal laughter sends me over the edge, and it feels as if a spike has been driven through my brain. But the presence disappears as quickly as it came. I fall to the floor, regaining my composure by taking deep breaths. I feel my senses return to normal, and I'm snapped back to reality by the sound of creaking wooden shutters and windows slamming. It looks as if the people watching us from their homes returned inside. Skjold rushes over to give me a hand, the lack of use in my arms making it extremely difficult to prop myself up. What the hell was that about? He catches me as I stumble, and seeing that I'm struggling to walk, he hoists me up and slings me over his shoulder. I'm not going to comment on that because I can't imagine how you're feeling right now. Hells, I don't really like people watching me either. He lets out a grunt as he takes a step forward. I'm sorry, I don't know what It's okay. Just catch your breath. Try and keep it under control so you can balance yourself, and make sure what you truly feel is the next correct move. Thank you. I shut my eyes and take his advice, my breath slowly beginning to calm my quickened heartbeat. I open them when I hear the sound of his footsteps change. They've gone from the rough sounds of the pavement to a finer stone reverberating a soft echo. We're here, by the way, can you walk? Oh no. See, I don't know what all the fuss is. I like light mode. That's just because I'm weird. We're here, by the way. Can you walk? He sets me down, though I have a bit of a wobble from the sudden change in elevation. I quickly regain my balance and begin to walk up the stairs. Oh my god! Same, Skeevely Pawson. I also always have on light mode. I'm batshit insane. All my friends do not like that I am on light mode. Hiya, Drax. Hiya. They're like, why do you have on light mode? I guess they're sometimes like, why do you have on light mode? It's crazy. Why do you have on light mode? And I'm all like, well, I like light mode. And they're like, but why? But why do you like light mode? It's not good. And I'm like, because I like light mode. It's easier to look at for me. It's easier to see. Oh, yay. Oh, yay, prison! We get to the cell and he unlocks it. After undoing the rope from my hands, he gives me a gentle nod to head inside the cell, which I follow accordingly. Now I'm going to leave you here, as I have to report to the council of today's events. However, I want you to know what's going to happen after I do. I look around the cell and see a makeshift bed, which I take a seat on and look up at him with an understanding nod. I need to let them know that you came into the city with unauthorized access and scared some of the citizens. Before I could protest, he stopped me to continue. But I will let them know that I've never seen your kind before, and by the looks of it, neither has anyone else. It's likely you are completely unaware of our customs. Oh my god, can I just, like, sleep on the floor? Maybe that'll fix my back. I'll also be mentioning the fact that you willingly surrendered despite the rough treatment you received from the guards responsible for your arrest. You also ignored the escape opportunity you were given by one of the city's most wanted lawbreakers. I continue to nod, appreciative that I'll be getting a statement in them or good character. This should help to his offer of the aforementioned fair trial they seem to have in place. Like sometimes, like, I don't know, I swear to God, sometimes I wake up and I have so much back pain. I sometimes wake up and I have so much back pain, like, I would wake up and I would be like, oh fuck, my back! 4 or 5 years ago, my tailbone, I swear to God, was like 10 types of fucked up. It does look comfy. And lastly, I'll mention to the king himself about your architectural skills and see if that will help with their decision. Best of luck, Erlander. He turns on his heel and walks away, leaving me in the room to myself. Worried that I'd be facing with that waking nightmare of someone watching me, I decide it's better to sleep to recover my energy. As it turns out, the bed is actually rather comfortable. Before long, I find myself in a comfortable position and drift off into sleep. Ah, shit. Sleep. Yay! Only a few hours go by before I'm woken up by the echoes of loud footsteps ascending a staircase at a considerable pace. Yep, no problem. I was actually already considering it. I was genuinely considering already making Amethyst. I was already considering making you and Raj mods. The reverberations only grow in intensity as they keep going up the stairs. My mind races. The little knowledge I have of this prison makes it obvious this person has gone past many cells already, and is more than likely coming my way. Before I have a chance to react, I can already see that a large shadow has settled on the last of the steps that reach my cell. The huge shadow cast by this individual leaves me frightened. I subconsciously follow my instincts and back away from the door. Tripping over the bedding, I continue to stumble backwards until I hit the wall. Oh, come on. Come now, I'm not that scary, am I? Oh, doggos? Doggos? Hi! Lay down, bubby. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Come on. There you go. The boogeyman. The figure backs away for a brief moment, grabbing a torch that was lighting the stairs and brings it over to my cell. Oh? To be fair, the lighting on this level doesn't always make it obvious who's approaching. Who are you? Oh? My name is Calder. And you must be the interesting fellow my guards captured.
Oh no, he's hot!
Cute. Ah, shit. Already, to be continued. He's so fucking cute. Like, damn. Well, time to run away. Acting on sheer impulse, I decide to follow this stranger. Regardless of the guards' threats, I'd much rather trust a somewhat friendly face trying to give me an out. I'm broken away from my thoughts as I watch him turn on his heel and begin sprinting. I take this as my cue, and I break into a sprint to chase after my rescuer. Who are you? Name's Frasier. Sort of an outlaw in these parts. Well, it is a relatively new game. What the hell is going on here? My lungs are on fire, my speech interrupted by deep breaths as we round corner after corner. After passing what looks like a market square, we reach a large strip. I'll hazard a guess you did something they didn't like. How is he not even panting? God, I'm out of shape. Does walking through a gate count? Oh, that's a big no-no. Outsiders with no residency or business inside the walls need some sort of wolven companion to use the main gates. Just why the hell is everyone a wolf here anyway? What the hell are you two? Hey, speak for yourself, and we're not all wolves. I take a bit of offense to that. Is he Robin Hood? He lets out a chuckle as he continues to make light work out of our sprint. And that's a stupid question. Do you really not know where you are? Look, save the questions for later. All you need to know is I'm trying to save your arse. Now. As the sound of footsteps increase, Frasier rounds a final corner and grabs me by the arm, jumping into a hidden alleyway. Okay. Oh, look, it's Skilled. With quite a bit of ease, he pulls me into his lap. I look up at him puzzled, but he gives me a look of reassurance. This was both to break my fall and to simultaneously cover my mouth. We sit like that for a good 5 minutes as the sounds of footsteps pass us by and slowly begin to fade away, being replaced with the humble sounds of an active market. Birds chirping, sounds of sweeping, the day-to-day takes of stock being shifted around in exchange for the clashing sounds of coins being passed from buyer to seller. Well, I'm ready to move if you are. I know I'm comfy, but we can't afford to sit here all day. I watch him and he's looking up at the sky. It's gonna be night soon anyway. Yeah, we can move. Wait, night already? How can you tell? It's the winter season, lad. Temperature drops quicker. And then by extension, so does the sun. I give it an hour, 2 at the most. Huh, that's actually pretty impressive. I feel so lost right now. What even are you? Not to be rude, and I know I'm probably going to ask you a dozen times more, but I've never seen something like you. Like, ever. Well, I'm human. He slowly gets up and begins stretching. He pops a squat in front of me to properly stretch his legs before standing back up and doing the same with his arms and torso. Human, human, human. Can't say I've ever heard of it. You got a name? Who man? Who've man? Ah! My face drops, thinking he might actually know something about me. I sigh and answer him. My name is Bryn. Bryn, huh? It's a pleasure to meet you. But let's get back to business. My ears prick up and I immediately lift my head. I have some friends outside of town, good buddies of mine who run a tavern in a more open area that isn't infested with guards. Grim is a scholar. He did a lot of traveling before he ended up here. Where exactly is here? Hiya. You must be dumber than a bag of rocks, huh? I give him a frustrated stare. He simply snickers and stares back at me with an amused smirk before letting out a sigh. It honestly depends on who you ask. Ask the wolves and they'll tell you you're in the proud kingdom of Oxheimer. Bastard invaders, though if you ask any self-respecting person, they'll tell you that we are in the gracious land of Caledonia. It seems like a sore subject for him to talk about, so I decide not to push for details on the matter. That'd probably be smart. Okay, so what's the plan? If we're moving, where are we going? Well, we need to get out of the city's walls. The way they see it, a possible spy and an outlaw of significance gave their elite guards a slip and are currently running rampant. He lets out a frustrated sigh and walks over to the entrance of the alleyway, tucking his head back in after seeing many armed guards patrolling the streets. Okay, if we step out and walk the streets, we're as good as dead. Doesn't help you're a dead giveaway with those weird pieces of attire. What do you mean weird? You've never seen my shirt? You've never seen a shirt before? Not one like that. No, it's tight around the neck, reducing its breathability. It's thin and tears easily, makes it impractical in colder climates. Not to mention, it looks downright horrible. That color looks terrible on you. But you jerk! Feeling slightly offended, I'm ready to go off on the fox before he shushes me. Shut up, dumbass! Are you trying to get us caught? My face goes bright red as I realize the detriment we're in. That's when I watch him approach me. Okay. Yeah. He puts his hand on his back, and I assume he's going to pull another tool from one of his many belts. Oh god, he has many belts? How many belts does he have? Is he a Square Enix character? Is he fucking Cloud Strife? Is this man Cloud Strife? Like, hang on. Hold up a goddamn minute. Is this man the fucking Cloud Strife? Is he Link? Hang on. Is he this motherfucker? Is he this bitch? Like, let me switch over to my display capture. Is he this bitch? Or is he this bitch? Which bitch is he? I'm thinking he's more this bitch. I'm seriously thinking he's more this bitch. But it's hard to tell. Kingdom Hearts is, Square Enix. Is technically a Disney property. Oh shit, is he Sora? No, Roxas. No, not Roxas. Axel, no, not Axel. Who has more belts, me or Robin Hood Fox the Outlaw guy? Let's count. Because I only have two. I only have two belts. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, those are like cufflinks, I think. Or they're like straps, which a strap is technically a belt. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Motherfucker has 7 belts. Shit. What's a smoke bomb going to do for us? My thoughts are interrupted as I see him pull a dagger. Yes, 7 that we can see. Panicked, I back away as he spins it in his paw at a right angle. Oh, come on. Oh, calm down, you big Jess. If I wanted to put you out of your misery, I would have done it already. He moves quickly down the alleyway and I follow him. Below us are a series of tunnels that run under the kingdom. They're used by my allies. He pauses, raising the dagger close to my throat, causing me to go wide-eyed as I feel my body freeze up. You have given me no reason to distrust you, but should I ever find out you're responsible for the discovery of these tunnels that would put me and my friends in any danger? He plunges the knife forward and I flinch. I will not hesitate to send you to your god. Oh, he's gonna send us to Jesus. I better step up my belt game. Oh, shit. I feel threatened. He spins the knife around so its handle is facing me and uses his other paw to offer me a hand up. I'd apologize for scaring you, but, well, I had to make sure you were taking me seriously. Fuck you. I take his paw. Fuck yeah, I took you seriously. I was about to piss myself. He lets out a snicker, shrugging his shoulders as he walks toward the grate. I let out a sigh as he leads me to the entrance hatch. He plunges his knife into a gap and lifts it, popping the grate from its hole and pushing it to the side. I watch in awe as the fox somehow manages to lift the heavy metal grate with ease. I look down at my arms, trying to judge just how big the difference in our muscle strength is. My eyes begin to wander as I look up at his body, only to discover that his arms weren't the only large thing there. His broad shoulders perfectly accentuated those arms connected to his slim torso, the angle from behind giving me a full view. His newly lowered cloak gives me a revealing glance at his figure. Unfortunately, that's when my eyes settle on Frasier's rear. His butt cheeks.
Oh no, he's hot!
Ah, shit, I'm going to horny jail. Fuck. It's sculpted, pleasantly plump, and backed out slightly to the point you could see the perfect curvature of his rump. His cloak is once again leaving little to imagination. You know my eyes are up here, right? He flicks his head and stares at me dead-eyed. I feel my face go red, turning multiple shades darker from when the fox had originally caught me out. Though could he blame me? After everything that's happened, it's honestly nice to have something like that practically shoved in my face. That is awful out of context. Out of context, that is fucking terrible. Like, that is just terrible. Fucking terrible. Out of context. Like, we're talking about his butt cheeks right now. Like, his cheeks. How his cake. We're talking about his cake. His cake. He's like, my eyes are up here. Well, your ass is down there, and honestly, if you're going to threaten my life, Frasier, if you're going to threaten our life, the least we can do is look at your ass as much as we want to. Though could he, after, I already read that. Sorry, I was just, admiring, no, I mean, analyzing, no, shit, I mean, mate. He raises his paw and snaps his fingers to pull me out of my stuttering. Calm it down, you think you're the first person I've caught staring at this old thing? He swishes his tail to remove the cloak cover for a brief second, where I do get a sneaky peek at his tail. Listen, I don't really care what you got going on, but right now focus on the job before your own pleasure, okay? Now come on, we got sewers to move through. Gross. You do it a few times and you'll get used to it too. He instructs me to go first. I approach and sit down to press my body forward. I fall onto the ladder and securing my feet and hands and begin to climb down, listening above for the fox. He slowly follows, popping the cover back in the correct place to conceal our pathway of escape. So, Frasier, where are we headed exactly? Old hideout of mine. I'm gonna try and get you some new attire to help you hide in plain sight. So he likes big butts and he cannot lie. Other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an 8-bit waist and does something in your face, you get drunk. Oh my god. Then we'll see if I can sneak us out by the east gate and get into Old Town. Maybe try and pass you off as some weird naked mole rat. That sounds disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, watch your step. I begin to wonder what he means as I'm still firmly on the ladder, only to feel my foot not connecting with the next step. Ugh. I'm tempted to let out a scream as I fall, but I'm stopped by a splash of water covering my pants as my butt hits the ground. Oh god, what the hell is this? Fuck, my ass hurts.
I look at the fox snicker as he effortlessly hops down while I prop myself up.
That would be sewer water, my furless friend.
Well, wait, really? Ugh, this is gross. Ew, 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 ew.
He bursts into laughter, holding his gut while watching me quickly step through the water and back onto the paved pathway. Oh, gods above, that is hilarious. I throw him a grimaced look, pouting as I start walking ahead, desperate to get out of this godforsaken place. Alright, pup, your hilarious misfortune aside, keep going straight and we should be at the turnoff for the East Market soon. If I've timed this right, the sun should be setting and stalls should be closing, so hopefully I can nab you some fresh attire. Gods, you stink. I know, asshole! Pfft, how do you think I feel, short horse? I'm the one who's got a better nose than you. On a scale of 1 to Shoichi. On a scale of 1 to Shoichi, how caked up is Frasier? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna create a poll. I'm gonna create a poll. I'm gonna create a poll. New poll. Alright. How much cake does Frasier have? Because I'm kind of curious what you all think. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoichi. And start poll. How much cake does this motherfucker have? How much cake do you have? Is it... Hang on. Ah, shit. Fuck. Wrong button. Is he a 1 or is he Shoichi? To be fair, he has a point. Not that I'd ever admit it, especially to him. Time passes in this dingy walkway. There's been no trace of the sun except for the faint cracks of light escaping through holes that covered access to the sewers, as well as the occasional storm drain. I could feel it start to play annoyance on my mind. With the runaway from those pesky guards, and now the long walk here, I can feel my energy being drained. Uh, 71% of you voted that he has Shoichi level cake. Shoichi level cake. But there's like a level above Shoichi, and it's something that I've seen that I don't know if you all have seen. June level. June level cake. Just June level. It is massive. Seriously, it is fucking massive. Like, now I'm kind of curious. Yeah, June cake. Like, hang on, I'm gonna pull this shit up. I'm pulling this shit up because I just have to say it. I have to say it. I have to say it. June has cake. June has major cake. Images. CG. It's CG2, I believe. No, it is not CG2. If I scroll down... Actually, maybe it... No, it's CG18. If I open it... Yeah, just this. As soon as it loads. See what I mean? See what I mean? He's caked. So he's Shoichi level, but is he June level? I'm gonna figure that out this way. However, as if he could pick up my emotion, he spoke. Not much longer now, Bryn. I look up to see the dimly lit shade of green that was his hood being covered by darkened shades of orange from the setting sun. Hey, Frasier, answer me something, would you, with honesty? I'll do my best, no promises, though. I can see his body tense ever so slightly, as if he was just readjusting his attire after that exhausting walk. It seems like it had shifted his armor into an uncomfortable position. Why did you save me? That's quite a loaded question, but not an impossible one to answer. He makes a sharp turn and proceeds to walk down a new pathway. In truth, it's because of the bastards in power. They've been in control of this place since before I was born. While I won't deny the credit that is due to the architects that designed the buildings of the city, I will deny the idea that the individuals in current power are nothing but entitled, self-centered, egotistical maniacs. The rightful citizens of this kingdom have been left in squalor and hardships, stuck with constant taxes, harassment, and the overall sentiment that their lives are nothing but commonplace to serve the higher-ups. No, 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 no. I would never. I would cry. If I did that, I would cry. I would legitimately cry. They just wish to live a lavish lifestyle without thinking of the consequences that will be paid forward by the men, women, and children beneath them. I'm taken aback by the strong conviction that escapes the Vulpine's maw. I'm immediately intrigued to know more about what he's talking about. It would be an instant ban, and I would cry. You know what? Yeah, I'll show it on Discord. I think I'm gonna hold a poll on Discord after stream, where we can describe how caked up Frasier is. You can watch my playthrough on YouTube. There's over 88 hours. There's like around 88 hours of content from me alone on Tennis Ace on YouTube. Oh no, I can just post the images onto there. I'm going to post it onto the NSFW thing, but because of the nature of it, but yeah. I know your time here has been short, but people like me have been experiencing the kind of harassment you've faced today for years, and we've never had a chance to combat it. The lucky few that are able to get into the nicer parts of the city are still scrutinized by the laws of the invaders of this land as a result. You can. You can if you want to. But I don't know how to do that. This country needs individuals that will challenge these notions and do what's truly best for all the people of this land. I am one of those individuals. I work with some people in one of the inns in Old Town. I look out for the vulnerable and supply the needy with the necessary items they need to get by, and you, my friend, just happen to be my most recent rescue. He shoots me a wink, and I can't help but blush at his flirtatious gaze, prompting me to let out a nervous chuckle. Well, it's much appreciated, Frasier. Thank you. He quickens his pace as he takes the final turn, and I follow him around the corner. Say, could you tell me more about the... There will be a time where I can recall the tales of the Snowball Land from years past another time. For now, we've reached my hideout. So let's focus on getting ourselves out of this place, and maybe I'll tell you over a hearty drink. His initial frustration was wiped away by the possibility of sharing a drink, something we could certainly use after a day like today. However, my thoughts are interrupted as a fox informs me that we've reached the end of the tunnel system. Okay, so if I've timed this right, we should have the cover of nightfall to conceal our presence. Now listen, when we get up there, I want you to stay right behind me. Use my cloak tails as cover as we approach. Now, we're aiming for one of the abandoned houses close to the East Gates Marketplace. I'm going to stick you in there, and you're going to keep out of sight. And what are you going to do while I'm... We push on through the gardens and finally made it to the abandoned house that Frasier had initially set out for. We sneak around to the back where a broken window lay in wait. The fox presses his back into the wall, bringing his paw forward and turning them into a cup shape, making a makeshift foothold for me to use. I quickly move forward and press my foot into his paws as he launches me skyward. With my outstretched arms, I grab the base of the windowsill and hold myself up, propping myself up on my elbows. I was high enough to launch my body through and do an impromptu somersault into the room, but land awkwardly and hurt my backside in the process. Ow! I don't think you have much of a talent for athletics, mate. Screw you! I rub my back to try and ease the tension and catch a glimpse of Frasier's smug face looking down at me. Yeah, you wish you could. Now remember to keep low, keep quiet, and keep away from the window. I'll be as fast as I can. Honestly, like, I don't even know what a mod does. I do not even know what a mod does. He shoots me a wink before pulling his hood over his head, turning on his heel and sprinting off in the opposite direction. Damn, he's fast. Must have been going slow for my sake earlier. Now faced with the moment of rest, I fall over, fully embracing the uncomfortable, sturdy floor. I press my back up against the wall, similarly to how the fox had held me earlier. I'm finally alone. Now faced with the realization I had nothing to distract me from this nightmare, I let out a loud exhale. The constant action and danger had kept me from thinking about anything else. I looked down at my arm, the tattered sleeves of my lab coat doing nothing to provide much warmth or comfort. With a swift motion, I tear the sleeve off, revealing the lightly scratched and bruised skin underneath. Tossing the remnants of the sleeve aside, I grip my own arm and pinch it, hard. Yet as my teary eyes proved from the sudden jolt of pain, it was no dream. I force another deep exhale and raise my head back, pressing it against the wall in utter defeat. I know I didn't hit my head that hard. There's no chance I'm from here, and there's no chance I'm in the right place. I smack my head to try and jog my memory. I pull a switch, there was a bright light, and then that stupid voice came on as I was plunged into darkness. What happens after? I was in a building. I wouldn't just appear in a field immediately after. God damn it, why can't I remember anything? I fall forward, a single tear rolling down my cheek and hitting the floor. I slam my fist into the ground, feeling defeated as the realization sets in. I might not ever get out of this kingdom. I wouldn't know where to go or what to do other than to pray that some kind stranger may offer up some assistance as to where this place is, and see if I can get some sort of direction from where I came from. Oh, you will. Just give it time. After all, the game hath only just begun. Who said that? I look around in a panic, staring off at every possible entrance point to the room. I definitely heard something, but my frantic looks couldn't pinpoint the origin of the sound. I'm not screwing around. Who said that? I'm probably being louder than I should be. My frustration has overtaken any sense of fear my previous spiral had taken me on. I'm not anyone important. Not yet, anyway. The room engulfs in shadow, sounds being erased so I can focus solely on the voice. If you knew everything, the game wouldn't be very fun now, would it? For instance, I could have never pictured you running away from an authority figure like that. I pictured you freezing up. My head spins as I feel the presence grow stronger. Just play along for now, dear Bryn. All will be revealed in turn. I fall to the floor with a thud, ready to throw up as the pressure becomes unbearable. It's at that moment when I think I've fully lost my mind to hear Frasier's fast-approaching footsteps. He dives into the room with his bow drawn and scans it for the possible sight of an intruder. What in the nine hells is going on here? I quickly sit up and lean against the wall, pacing myself. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So your instinct was to shout and slam yourself about the place? His frustration is quiet, but is duly noted by his tone. Gods above, are you incapable of listening to the most simple instructions unless they are being yelled at to you like some kind of military instructor? I understand why. With me getting so emotional, I created the possibility of risking our capture and whatever fate the city's armed forces would decide for us. Up, down, left, right, B, A. Ah, shit! If I hit A, that brings up accessibility. Okay. I'm sorry, this is the first time I've had a choice to stop and just take in what's happened to me. I'm hearing these voices and seeing these things, and I think I'm going insane. I hang my head in absolute shame, as I truly feel like a broken man. Another tear straining my cheek. It's the Unami code. It's the lug code. Konami. I'm not even able to trust myself, and I'm repeatedly letting down the man who was trying to save my life. I'm about ready to tell him to just leave me so I'm not a liability to him, but that's when the fox walks up to me and gives me a hug. Look, I get it. You've been in this city for less than a day. So far, you've been chased by the royal guard and then forced through a sewer by a stranger who's requested that you put your trust in him with little to no explanation of what's going on. Well, I can only apologize so much for my last point, but the fact of the matter is, you wound up in some serious hot water. Right now, you need to focus on getting out of it. You're stressed, you're angry, and rightfully so, you're scared. But these are all things we can address later when we're out of here and safe from the bastards trying to catch us, okay? I can feel myself calm down in his presence, taking a series of deep breaths as I process everything. He's right, I need to focus on the here and now before I start pondering on the future. Thank you, Frasier. I needed that. I could tell. Look, I wasn't actually trying to hug you. I was trying to fasten this cloak around your neck so we can set up your disguise! But to each their own. If anything, I'm just glad you calmed down. Smartass. He takes a step back, rolling his eyes and shrugging his shoulders, continuing my good mood with his repeated quips. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it charming in an endearing way? Also yes. I let him carry on with his altercations to my outfit, and when the cloak is fully secure, I pull the hood up. The fabric goes just far enough past my face that it makes it very hard to see, if pointed at the right angle. Taken aback by just how long flowing the cloak is, I can feel it brushing against my legs as I pull it around to hide the tattered clothing that felt stuck to my body. There, now we match! He shoots me a wink as he pulls the hood up above his head. What size is this? It's huge. I may have had to steal you one from a stall that specializes in making clothes for the bears, but that's not really important right now. You remember the plan? Keep my hood up and my head low, then we take the back streets as far as they'll take us before we get to the eastern gate. I keep quiet, you do all the talking, and then we slip past the checkpoint to meet at the rendezvous point. Good boy, I'm actually impressed you got all that. Oh my god, they're twinning. He shoots me a wink and I blush. Knowing we don't really have time to mess around, I break out of my bashfulness and continue. We probably shouldn't screw around any longer than we need to. Are you ready to move? Let's get you out of here. With that confirmation, we move our plan into action. The fox quickly sneaks his way over to the window and jumps out, waiting by the drop in order to catch me. I clumsily fall out and nearly land onto my arse, if it weren't for his quick reflexes. With the cover of darkness on our side, we make our way through the different districts. The numerous beacons and torches we pass act as if to provide us a path to follow to the eastern gate. We repeatedly dodged the numerous guards patrolling the streets by taking alternative pathways. If they were crossing over a bridge, we went underneath and climbed back up. If they were walking the main street, we'd take the balcony pathways that seamlessly connected what I presumed to be restaurants and pubs. There'd probably be a nice place to grab something to drink and take a seat to enjoy if I wasn't a wanted criminal. We finish our walk through the restaurant district and the checkpoint was in sight. We lock eyes and I take the hint to do a dive by the nearby garden to hide behind the shrubberies. Then we discuss our plan of attack. Okay, if we move at the right time. Just as he says this, a large cart strolls past carrying what looks like barrels and other wooden storage devices. Oh, perfect. That cart is going through the eastern gate to resupply at the production district in East Old Town. We can't hide in the cart because they'll want to inspect it, so we're going to follow through. We'll keep flow, follow in tandem with the wheels, and when it gets up to the checkpoint, we run as fast as we can. Whatever happens, we don't stop. Understood? Understood. He stares at me deeply, truly relying on my commitment this time to ensure we get the best possible outcome. I won't let you down. I'm going to hold you to that. He shoots me a wink and I watch as his ear twitches. The cart rolls past us and in another demonstration of the fox's acrobatic ability, he grabs me and flings us both over the bush, landing on our feet and slowly presses us in line with the cart. He stands at the back while I keep close to the wheel at the front. He doesn't say anything, but I can tell he was doing this to get me through first. While I worried about this plan, I push my fear to the side, adamant that I will keep strong to get the job done. Halt! Oh, fuck. I freeze, unaware of just how close we had gotten to the gate in my moment of heavy pondering. Any need for the search? I'm on a schedule here. Silence, peasant. By order of the Royal Council, the outer gates are to remain under close guard. We will only allow travel after a deep inspection of every passerby attempting to use them. Stand to the side or face your judgment. I watch as the hand tightly grips a now drawn sword, reflecting the moonlight in its cold steel gaze. I can only hear the cart driver move slowly off of his vehicle and stand over to the side. That's when we decide to make a break for it until we hear a dreaded, "Close the gate!" Fuck. On a scale of 1 to 10, my friends were fucked. We'd been spotted by a passing patrolman, throwing a large wrench into our plan. We act quickly as I hear a whirring sound, watching a wooden gate slowly descend from the roofing of the gate. I sprint after hearing the sounds of Frasier's footsteps behind me. As we're going to make it through the gate, I hear the sound of fabric going taut. The fox had instructed me not to look back, but I couldn't help myself, and what I saw had me scared. The charismatic, flirtatious, smart-ass fox who had repeatedly shown good control of his emotions could do nothing but display fear in the eyes as the edge of his cloak had been caught. He's being pulled back roughly by the fierce strength of the guard watching over the gate. Ah, fuck. I shut my eyes, panicking about what to do, and that's when I hear that mysterious voice again. "Are you really willing to let him die like this? Ha! You're such a coward." As quick as it appeared, it had dissipated. I was left with my eyes watching in slow motion as to what was about to happen. I feel the sheer amount of adrenaline pumping to every part of my body. It was fight or flight, and I chose to fight. No! In a quick motion, I grabbed the Voltpine by the chest, pulling him with enough force to catch the wolf off guard and have the cloak slip from his grasp. I fling the fox downward, watching him do a makeshift roll to beat the speed of the closing gate. It had shut. The fox standing in the pathway to freedom looks back at me from the gaps of the great door. "Get him quickly!" "Fuck, fuck, 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 you fucking idiot! Why the hell did you do that? I specifically told you to run and not look back. You don't even know me, yet you're doing all this, sacrificing so much just to help me. While I appreciate it, I'm not going to let you be the only one sacrificing so much. Now run!" He hesitates. I know if he doesn't act quickly, there will be more guards swarming the other end of the tunnel ready to arrest him, so I snap at him. "Are you incapable of listening to the most simplest instructions unless they're being yelled at you like some kind of military instructor? Now run!" I'm tackled to the ground by one of the guardsmen, and I feel a strong punch connect with the back of my head, causing me to hit the ground. "I'll come back for you, Bryn. I won't forget this." As I feel my vision starts to blur, I watch as he makes out the gateway and off into the night, a smile on my face as my courage is rewarded. I can watch my friend get away safely as it all fades to black. I feel my body go limp and succumb to the grasp of the soldiers, and I can sense being hoisted over a shoulder and being carried away. When I wake up, I find myself in a cell, effectively tossed on some surprisingly comfortable bedding. I look around the cell and I notice that the only things that decorate it are a wooden grate acting as a makeshift window and a small table. Thinking quickly, I slide the table over to the window and climb up to get a better view of the city. Light was being reflected inside the cell from some outside source, but it made it possible to see the lit streets of the city. It was still night, presumably the early hours of the morning. Doesn't this look familiar? My eyes widen as I hear the voice again. "Come on, you don't remember having fun building something like this? I built something—" "Get down from there!" I drop down as instructed and look back at a portly wolf strolling past my cell. With a glance, he shoots daggers at me as I return to my previous spot before muttering something under his breath I couldn't make out. "Skjold hates us!"
Emotional damage.
Anyways, I was left alone once again. With nothing else to do, I leaned back against the wall, hoping that if nothing else, Frasier had made it out okay. Only a few hours go by before I'm woken up by the echoes of loud footsteps ascending a staircase at a considerable pace. The reverberations only grow in intensity as I keep going up the stairs. My mind races. The little knowledge I have of this prison makes it obvious this person has gone past many cells already. Oh fuck, it is hurting to do that bit. and is more than likely coming my way. Before I have a chance to react, I can already see the large shadow. Yeah, we already read all this. I don't know. Yeah, we already read all that. I love him.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Yeah.
It's time to drink water.
I was not raised by mosquitoes.
It's time to drink water.
I need to find a longer visual novel. So that way we don't have to just keep searching for new ones. Yeah. Alrighty. That is everything from Cleaved so far. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. It's light mode. I know it's light mode. I know I'm a horrible human being because I use light mode. YouTube Creator Studio. There was a visual novel that I saw on Twitter that Raj tagged me in a post for. Let me pull that one up. I'll add that one. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Create post. What the fuck is going on with that? Alright. Okay. As long as it isn't tennis ace levels of length, I will be happy. Alright. So, you know what? We finished everything in Cleaved. Alright. Text poll. I'm going to add infinite space heroes advent. Another option. Journal. School love. And, what games do I already have on my computer? You know what? Fuck it. Arches. Or Polar Night. Arches or Polar Night? Take your pick. Arches or Polar Night? Oh yeah, Violet Memoir. Forgot about that one. And post. Alrighty, go on and vote. And stay safe. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow. Except you won't. I'll post more details later.